So this is my second visit to Oweynagat in County Roscommon, and the last time I was here I didn't plan my visit well enough. I didn't realise what I'd need to wear for an underground cave, which is wellies, which I have today, and some spare socks. So I'll put this down here. And some spare socks because the last time I wore my runners and got very, very wet. So this time we'll go down. We'll actually have some light as well with us because I didn't have any light the last time either. Try and dig this out now. Yeah, the last time I was here there wasn't much planning put in. There we go. So where we're going is a souterrain. So yeah, I'm going into a souterrain in rural County Roscommon, and this one is called Oweynagat. I think that's how you pronounce the name, and it is the entrance. It's an entrance to the underworld. So Oweynagat, known as the Cave of the Cats and also the Gateway to Hell. So there are irreplaceable early medieval Ogham stones overhead. Do not damage by touching, scraping or rubbing. So there we'll look at these underground. So Ogham stones were ancient forms of writing in Ireland, marked by notches, which I've covered in a couple of other videos, but one of the Ogham stones was used across the entrance into Oweynagat, which we'll see when we go underground, because today I actually brought a torch, which I didn't bring the last time, so it was a bit hard for me to even see. But this is a little notice board for Oweynagat. So Royal Site of Ireland, Rathcroghan. So Oweynagat, also known as blah 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 in Irish, so I don't understand it, offers a fascinating insight into the beliefs of our ancestors. This cave is the result of water erosion of the limestone bedrock. This has produced a 37 metre long cave, which in its steepest point is 7 metres below the surface. Our early medieval ancestors sought to create formal access into the cave by creating a narrow 2.5 metre long dry stone passageway, a souterrain, which was roofed with large slabs. 2 of these slabs, which serve as lintels within the entrance, bear Ogham inscriptions. I won't read the rest, but that's the Ogham inscriptions there. This translation from Old Irish: the stone of Froch, son of Maeve. It refers to the legendary Connacht warrior Froch and the great warrior Queen Maeve of Connacht. This area of Roscommon was a kingdom of Connacht, and this was like the high seat. And this is also seen as the portal to the underworld, and it's believed that Samhain, like the Irish early medieval festival for Halloween, began here. So the key festival associated with the underworld at Rathcroghan is the festival of Samhain, which marked the end of the pre-Christian calendar and the beginning of the new year. Ogham is the night when malevolent spirits from the underworld ventured out of the cave of Croghan to create a world ready for the winter. In the Christian tradition, we celebrate this day as Halloween, or All Saints' Day. So we will be entering the gateway to the underworld and the gateway to Halloween. Now it's a bit chilly, so that's why I'm kind of shaking a little bit. But let's go underground. Now I'll put on my sexy headlamp. correctly. Yeah, so there's the Ogham writing. So you can see the little notches along it. And someone's lamp. Let's see. No, we don't need that. I'll just do this. And there's a gate which wasn't here the last time. Let's see if I can put on. Ooh, right. Thank you. Change lights because it's getting a bit. So it's very, very muddy. And you can see, so I have to use the phone light because my headlamp is not even bright enough to capture everything. Gloves will be handy as well. That's the narrow entrance in. So this camera does not pick up the light very well. That's with the phone and the torch on my head. Okay, let's do the video with my phone, but it's very hard to see even with yeah, this headlamp kind of sucks. You can't really see much. Oh, okay, a little horror show. But that's the narrow entrance. Don't know why the torch on this won't work. There we go. So that's the narrow entrance into the entrance to the underworld. Now, have to be careful here because it's lots of rocks. Very slippy. But the last time I was here was actually, I was sinking because the runners, but actually a lot of muck seems to be gone. So that's the limestone, they're like naturally eroded. can see. Now that's with the light. You can't see anything, but I am here. Now, actually what I'll do, I'll turn off this headphone and this lamp. So, this is Oweynagat, where the entrance to the underworld and where Halloween began. I know it's kind of hard to see, I'm using a phone light. That's about all you can see really. I'll spin it around. And it just goes up and then it narrows again, so it just narrows up there. Yeah, so if I turn off the light, that's how dark it gets inside. But yeah, so souterrains, these are dotted all over Ireland. But I think this is probably either the largest one or the one that's easy to access. And they were used for early Christian ceremonies or pre-Christian ceremonies, and then also at times for protection during battles and when things were occurring. Now, if I was to go any further, I have to get on my hands and knees, which is not something I want to do. This torch is crap, but you get the general idea. So yeah, they were pre-Christian. Areas for ceremonies and then also for protection. So if there was battles or raids, Viking raids and stuff, people would come underground and hide, because as you can see, some of the entrances are hard to find. So this is where Halloween began. Which is torches better, so I'll pick up on the camera, but as you can see, it's very narrow. So the last time I was here, there was no light at all. I just used the phone, but you can't see anything. Now, it's hard to do this. This is on private farmland, but seems the owner is very nice, and there's a pathway there that you can walk through. There's a entrance that you can go through, and you can come in And check this out if you into your underground exploring, or even just go to the entrance if you don't want to come in the whole way. I'll just show you some of the rock formations. And most of this was like naturally. There's ones that were man-made, like built, but this was obviously, this crevice was man-made or natural, sorry. But the entrance, like that way that we're going to be coming back out, that was constructed. And Ogham stones were used thousands or hundreds of years ago, maybe thousands. So the fact that they used Ogham stones at the entrance, I'll show you how old they date back to. But this is where it gets a little tricky because see the way they were placed towards the entrance, and then it's a little narrow. It'd be pretty mucky, so I wouldn't wear your Sunday best. So see the way they're layered. And like I'm able to stand here and I'm 6'2", so you don't have to be super short to get in. You might need to be a bit thin though. Just it's one of these stones has more Ogham notches. I think this one has the notches on it. There is the entrance to the underground, the underworld. This wasn't here before, this gate, and I think I don't see the point of it. It just causes it could just be dangerous. No, that was put there for a reason, but I wasn't there the last time. So you can see how narrow it does get back there. Now this was not the best video. I was expecting there to be a little more light from this headlamp, but I hope you get an idea of a suit terrain. And I'll just get back out because I can bloody stand up. Now, that's with the torch off, that's with the torch on. Now, welcome to the underground, or bye from the underground. Now, what's going on there? Oh, so wasn't a most professional videos. I hope you get an idea. And then this is the muck. Not half as bad as it was when I was down here the last time, but there you have it. Entrance to the underground, the gateway to hell. So where